Welcome back, the followers of Stoic Wisdom by Zeno. We've all been there, feeling like people are walking all over us, making us feel small or playing us for a fool. It happens when we least expect it. And here's the harsh truth. Sometimes it's not about what they're doing, it's about how we're letting it happen. It's time to stop ignoring the signs, my friend. Guard your peace, protect your energy, reclaim your freedom. In life, there are people who will try to manipulate, deceive, or take advantage of your kindness. But here's the thing, it's not a sign of weakness that they're exploiting. It's your willingness to let it slide. The real question is, are you allowing it? Are you letting them get away with it without realizing what you're losing in the process? It's easy to think that everyone has your best interests at heart. But the truth is, not everyone has your back. Sometimes they'll smile in your face while plotting behind your back. Don't be naive. Step back and take a good look at the situation. Protect yourself. When you stay blind to what's happening, you're giving away your power. But here's the good news. You have the ability to change this. You can start today. You can choose to stop being played. You're stronger than you realize, and you deserve better than being treated like a fool. This isn't just about defending yourself. It's about creating a life where you're in control, where people can't manipulate you anymore. Reclaim your peace. If you're ready to break free from the games people play, hit that like button. If this resonates with you, don't forget to subscribe for more insights that will help you protect your peace. And share your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about how to spot these signs and take back our power. Number 1. Why are you letting people walk all over you? Think about this. How often do you let people invade your space, take your time, or cross boundaries without a second thought? Does it feel like you're constantly saying yes when you want to say no? If so, it's time to take a long, hard look at why you're letting others overstep in the first place. We've all had those moments, like at work, when a coworker borrows your pen every single morning without returning it, or casually uses your computer to check their emails. At first, you think it's no big deal. I'm just being helpful, you tell yourself. But day after day, this behavior continues, and before you know it, you start feeling like your personal space is being invaded. It's subtle, but it's there. This is the real danger of not setting boundaries. People continue to overstep because you don't stop them. They keep pushing the limits because you don't say no. And here's the truth. When you don't set boundaries, you're sending a message that your peace, your time, and your energy don't matter. And let me be clear, it's not just an inconvenience, it's draining, it's soul-depleting. But here's the part where you reclaim your power. Setting boundaries is not about pushing people away. It's about teaching others how to treat you. Boundaries are not walls meant to shut people out. They're gates that allow you to decide who gets to enter your life. And more importantly, how far they can go. Think about it. Saying no doesn't make you selfish. It makes you smart. It's an act of self-respect. It's you saying, I value my peace. I value my time. And I deserve to be treated with respect. Setting boundaries doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a person who knows their worth. And trust me, anyone who respects you will respect your boundaries. If they don't, then it's time to reconsider if they deserve a place in your life. I want you to picture this. Imagine your life as a beautiful garden, one that you've worked hard to tend to. Without boundaries, anyone can stroll through, trample the flowers, or worse, take the fruits of your labor without so much as a thank you. But when you build a fence around that garden, a fence made of boundaries, you create a protected space, a sanctuary. Those who respect you can enter, sit, relax, and appreciate the beauty you've cultivated. But the ones who don't, they can stay out. And that's okay. So I'm asking you now, where are your boundaries? Are you letting people overstep, take advantage, and invade your peace? Are you exhausted by the demands others place on you because you didn't say no when you should have? It's time to take control. Start saying no. No to the things that drain you. No to the people who only take and never give. No to the habits that keep you stuck in a cycle of exhaustion. When you begin to set boundaries, you'll start reclaiming your power, your confidence, and your peace. And don't forget, this isn't just about protecting yourself from others. It's about protecting your peace. Stoic philosophy teaches us that true strength lies in our ability to control ourselves, and setting boundaries is one of the most powerful ways we can exercise that strength. It's not about rejecting people. It's about building a life where you are respected, valued, and free to grow. So let me ask you again, why are you letting people walk all over you? Your life, your time, your peace. They matter. Start setting those boundaries and watch your world shift. You deserve to live with respect and freedom. It's time to claim it. If you've found value in today's lesson on how to stop being played for a fool and start taking control of your peace, then don't just keep this wisdom to yourself. Like, subscribe, and share, because this kind of knowledge can truly change your life. By staying connected, you'll get more actionable advice to protect your energy and reclaim your freedom. And hey, we'd love to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments and share your experiences. Let's build a community that empowers each other to live a life where we're no longer fooled, but in control. Number 2. Are you too trusting? Are you handing out your heart like candy? Trust is the foundation of every meaningful relationship. It's the invisible thread that ties people together, making us feel safe, supported, and understood. We place our trust in others with the belief that they will nurture it, protect it, and honor it. But trust is a double-edged sword. The very thing that can strengthen connections can also leave you vulnerable, exposed, and hurt. Are you too trusting? Are you handing out your heart like candy, expecting everyone to treat it with care? Let's take a moment to think about this. Have you ever met someone who seemed like the perfect friend? They showed up just when you needed them, with a warm smile and kind words. They made you feel like you mattered, like you were the most important person in the world. You let your guard down, trusting them with your secrets, your dreams, your fears. But then, one day, you find out they use that trust to benefit themselves, at your expense. It's like a cold slap in the face, a betrayal you never saw coming. It feels like being stabbed in the back by someone you thought you could count on. This is why trust isn't something you should hand out carelessly. Not everyone deserves the key to your heart. I know it might sound harsh, but being cautious doesn't mean you're cynical or untrusting. It means you're wise. Think about it. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, reminded us to judge people by their actions, not their words. Words are easy. Anyone can say what sounds good in the moment. But actions speak the truth. A snake might have shimmering scales, but it's still a snake. You wouldn't walk barefoot through a field full of snakes, would you? Trust is a powerful thing, and it's fragile. It's like building a house. You wouldn't use cheap materials and hope it stands for a lifetime, right? You build it strong, with care, and make sure it's solid. But you don't have to build a fortress around your heart either. Instead, think of your trust as a sturdy door with a secure lock. It should only open for those who have proven their loyalty and honesty over time. Don't let someone in just because they say all the right things. Let them show you they mean it. Warren Buffett said something that rings true in this situation. Trust is like the air we breathe. When it's present, nobody notices, but when it's absent, everyone notices. Trust is something we often take for granted until it's broken. And once it's broken, repairing it is nearly impossible. It's like trying to put together shattered glass. So how do you protect your trust while staying open to others? The first step is simple. Pay attention to people's actions, not their words. Watch how they follow through on what they say. Do they keep their promises, or are they constantly letting you down? Take a step back when you see signs that someone isn't trustworthy. Set boundaries in your relationships and make sure no one crosses them lightly. Protect your peace. Don't let anyone break the trust you've built with care. Remember, safeguarding your trust doesn't mean you're closing yourself off. It means you're being wise, not giving it away to just anyone. In fact, it allows you to form genuine, reliable relationships that are rooted in respect, not manipulation. Stoicism teaches us that true strength lies in self-control. And when it comes to trust, that includes controlling where and how we place it. Look at the people around you. Do they deserve your trust? Have they shown, through their actions, that they are trustworthy? If not, it's time to reevaluate. Trust isn't just a gift you give away. It's a shield that protects your peace, your future, and your well-being. So protect it, guard it, and when someone earns it, it's a treasure you can share. Number 3. Why do we ignore the red flags? Are we fooling ourselves? Have you ever ignored a red flag in a relationship? I bet you have. We all have at some point. It's that feeling in your gut telling you something isn't right, but you keep brushing it off. Why? Because you want to believe in the good of people, or maybe because facing the truth feels too hard. It's easy to convince yourself that things will get better or that you're overreacting. But let me warn you, ignoring red flags is like stepping into a storm without an umbrella. You're not just going to get a little wet, you're going to be drenched. And when that storm hits, you'll be left asking yourself, why didn't I see it coming? Let me tell you a story. A friend of mine, Sarah, had this friend who would constantly cancel plans at the last minute. At first, Sarah told herself that her friend was just busy or had an unavoidable conflict. She made excuses, just as we all do when we're holding on to hope. But as time went on, the cancellations piled up, and each excuse started sounding more and more flimsy. Deep down, Sarah knew the truth, but instead of confronting it, she clung to the belief that things would get better. She kept investing time and energy into a relationship that was one-sided. The result? She felt drained, disappointed, and, let's face it, used. The problem here isn't just that Sarah was being taken advantage of. It's that she ignored the warning signs. She was so focused on hoping for change that she completely dismissed the truth staring her in the face. Ignoring red flags doesn't make you noble, it makes you vulnerable. Stoicism teaches us that true strength comes from recognizing the truth and acting on it, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. Maya Angelou once said, "When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time." This isn't just some catchy quote to post on Instagram. This is a life lesson. Red flags aren't just annoyances. They are the universe's way of protecting you. Think about it. When you're driving and see a sign that says, "Bridge out ahead," you don't just keep speeding toward it. You slow down. You stop. You reassess the situation because that sign is there to protect you from disaster. Red flags in relationships are no different. They're not there to annoy you or make you paranoid. They're there to protect your peace. So, why do we ignore them? Why do we keep heading straight into the storm, hoping it will pass? The truth is, we're afraid of facing the truth. We're afraid to admit that the person we trusted might not be trustworthy. We're afraid of change. But here's the hard truth. Avoiding the truth only makes things worse in the long run. So, how do you stop ignoring red flags? Start by trusting your instincts. Don't ignore that uneasy feeling in your gut. That's your internal alarm system telling you something isn't right. Evaluate people's actions, not just their words. Words are easy. Actions are harder to fake. Lastly, have the courage to make decisions that protect your peace. If someone's behavior doesn't align with your values, don't be afraid to walk away. You don't owe anyone an explanation for protecting your well-being. When you stop ignoring red flags, you stop accepting poor behavior. You start creating a life filled with people who uplift and support you. You protect your peace, and in doing so, you align your life with your values. The next time you spot a red flag, don't ignore it. Thank it. It's showing you the truth and giving you the chance to make a better choice. Reclaim your peace, and don't let anyone play you for a fool. Now, take a moment and reflect. Think about a red flag you ignored in the past. How did it feel when you finally acknowledged it? What could you have done differently? Let's talk about it in the comments. Reclaim your power, protect your peace, and start making the choices that serve you. If you found value in today's lesson on how to stop being played for a fool and start taking control of your peace, then don't just keep this wisdom to yourself. Like, subscribe, and share, because this kind of knowledge can truly change your life. By staying connected, you'll get more actionable advice to protect your energy and reclaim your freedom. And hey, we'd love to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments and share your experiences. Let's build a community that empowers each other to live a life where we're no longer fooled, but in control. Number 4. Why do people take advantage of your kindness, and how do you stop it? You've probably had that moment when you've given someone your time, your energy, your help, only to have them turn around and use it against you. Ever wonder why? Why do people take advantage of your kindness, and why does it feel like they get away with it? It's because they see it as an opportunity, your goodness, your willingness to help, your trust. But here's the hard truth. They're not the problem. You are. You're allowing it. It might sound harsh, but think about it. You've heard the saying, "Don't let anyone walk all over you." The truth is, people will treat you how you let them. It's easy to give and give, especially when you believe in the good in people. But when you don't set boundaries, when you don't make it clear what's acceptable and what isn't, you're handing them the keys to your peace. It's like leaving your door unlocked and wondering why people keep walking in without knocking. Think about the last time you were taken advantage of. What did you do? Did you ignore it, let it slide, or maybe even brush off your feelings to avoid confrontation? I get it. It's uncomfortable to stand up for yourself. But here's the thing. You don't owe anyone your kindness if it means sacrificing your well-being. You have the power to choose who gets your time, your effort, your trust. Stoic philosophy teaches us a valuable lesson. Control what you can control and let go of what you can't. In simple terms, you can't control how people behave, but you can control how you respond. You get to decide whether or not someone's actions will affect your peace of mind. Just because someone takes advantage doesn't mean you have to keep giving. Guard yourself. Guard your peace. Here's a metaphor for you. Think of your energy as a precious resource, like water in a well. Every time you pour out your kindness without thinking, it's like you're letting people dip their buckets into your well without ever asking for anything in return. Eventually, the well runs dry. When that happens, you're left exhausted and resentful. So, what can you do to protect your well? You set boundaries. You teach people that your kindness isn't infinite and your energy is sacred. Remember, standing up for yourself doesn't make you selfish. It makes you smart. It doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you someone who knows their worth. If someone truly values you, they won't take advantage of your kindness. They'll appreciate it. Don't let yourself be a doormat. Reclaim your freedom. Step back, take control, and protect your peace at all costs. And if you've ever found yourself caught in this cycle, know that it's okay to break free. Start now. Reevaluate your boundaries. Don't be afraid to say no when you need to. It's not easy, but it's necessary. You're not a fool. You're a person with worth and dignity, and you deserve respect. So take a deep breath and make the choice to stop being taken for granted. You have the power to change this. Let me know how you're planning to protect your peace in the comments below. And if this message resonated with you, hit like and subscribe for more insights on reclaiming your power. Number 5. Are you allowing people to control your emotions? And how do you regain your inner peace? Have you ever caught yourself reacting to someone's words or actions in a way that you later regret? Maybe you felt angry, hurt, or frustrated, only to realize it wasn't even your problem to begin with. Here's the thing. People will try to push your buttons. They'll test your patience, challenge your boundaries, and say things that stir you up. But why let them? Why allow someone else to control how you feel? The truth is, when you let people control your emotions, you're giving them power over you. And guess what? That power doesn't belong to them. It belongs to you. It's a tough lesson to learn, but understanding this is the key to freeing yourself. You can't change how others act, but you sure can choose how you respond. This is where Stoic philosophy comes in. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoics, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When someone says something hurtful or does something that feels like an attack, remember, you choose how to react. You're not a victim of their behavior unless you allow it. Think about it like this. If someone insults you and you get upset, it's like they've handed you a heavy rock. But if you don't pick it up, it's not your burden. It's easy to react in the heat of the moment, to lash out, or to absorb the negativity. But what does that do for you? It only drags you down and lets the other person control your peace. Reclaim your freedom. Choose not to let their actions dictate your emotions. The next time someone tries to get under your skin, step back. Breathe. Take a moment to ask yourself, do I really need to let this bother me? If not, release it. You've got enough on your plate without carrying other people's negativity. Guard your peace with everything you've got. Remember, emotions are powerful, but they're yours to control. Don't let anyone have the power to ruin your day. When you reclaim control of your emotions, you reclaim your peace of mind. It's not about being cold or unfeeling. It's about being wise enough to protect your inner world from unnecessary chaos. And if you're tired of feeling like a puppet to other people's behavior, it's time to make a change. Stop letting them pull your strings. Reclaim your power. Start with small steps. Notice when you're getting emotionally triggered and choose a different path. Practice this every day, and soon enough, you'll find yourself reacting with calm and clarity instead of letting your emotions run wild. If this hits home for you, Take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's talk about how you can take back your peace and stop letting anyone else control your emotions. You deserve it.